Although the butterfly and the caterpillar are completely different, they are one and the same.
What's poppin', YouTube? You already know what's going on, okay? Y'all already know what's going on. You read my title right. Yes, I will be talking about The Undertaker. I know I was supposed to do this video a long time ago in November when Survivor Series happened, but I did not get into it. So now I'm about to do it because somebody asked me to do this video when I went live for Friday Night SmackDown, all right? So that being said, I'm going to give my review on The Undertaker. Farewell. 30 years of Taker. What a legendary career he had. And no, listen, I don't want him to come back and talk about, I'm here. I'm back for another round. No, you said goodbye. And we just gonna say goodbye. It's hard to say goodbye, but we gotta say goodbye. Ain't no coming back from that. You done for. All right, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, let's get into the video. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's talk about The Undertaker. Farewell, okay? Let's get into it. Let's break it down. All right, y'all. So basically, let's break it down right now. So my opinion on it, of the farewell, before I get into like The Undertaker farewell, I just want to say, what a legendary career he had. I used to watch him as a kid all the time. You know what I'm saying? I used to watch him all the time, you know, as a kid. Growing up, he was one of those characters that was legendary in the game. You know what I mean? He had countless matches with different people that I like. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to name a couple. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy. I'm not your boy, toy. Also, the Viper, Randy Orton. I hear voices in my head. They count to me. They understand. Also, the one, the only. Jeff Hardy. So you get the memo, the point. Also, you can't forget about Kane. The Brothers of Destruction was a legendary tag team in the game as well. So that being said, you get the memo of what I'm trying to say. He had different opponents, countless opponents, you know what I'm saying? If you know The Undertaker, you know the streak, guys. The streak. But y'all know when Brock Lesnar broke his streak, a lot of people wasn't happy about it. Even the dude in the front row, he was like,
Hey. Fuck you, Curry! Bitch! Fuck! Fuck! Mike, hey, hold up! Fuck! Fuck! I lost too much money on that shit! You fucking fuck off!
Like, he was more shocked than I was, or maybe he wasn't. I was just like, hey, his streak gone, you feel me? But you know the memo of it. Undertaker was this legendary character in the game, and I think he was one of the legendary characters in the game because he kept kayfabe alive. You know what I'm saying? He protected his character at all costs. The Undertaker character, he lived by that day by day outside of WWE and in WWE. He didn't do no lives. He didn't really do no interviews like that. This the first time in a long time we get something from The Undertaker. First time in a long time. Like, the fans never seen this part of him. He landed all on the line. And as y'all can see, he laid it all on the line when he did the Last Ride documentary. And you saw everything he been through. Even wrestling with second-degree burns.
If ever a structure was made for a certain individual, the elimination chamber.
Now, if you want an elimination chamber with second-degree burns, he gave you a new perspective of pyro. So I'm just like, this man really did everything he could. And also, you can't forget about the feud he had with, you know what I'm saying, Mankind, when he threw him off. I'm talking about Mick Foley, when he threw him off the little thing, you know what I'm saying, off the steel cage or whatever. I thought Mick Foley was gone cutthroat, man. But that being said, let's get into it. So now you heard what I had to say. Thank you to The Undertaker and everything like that. And then let's talk about the farewell. 30 years of the Taker. Let's talk about it. And I'm going to talk about like what I thought. So Survivor Series, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy because 30 years of Taker, and then you get like the history behind it. He debuted on that same date 30 years ago.
Hey, Buckaroo, yeah, look at him.
At the same pay-per-view. So that made it more special, you know what I'm saying? Dang, 30 years of Taker. But, you know, Undertaker did this so much, you know what I'm saying? 1 minute, you know what I'm saying? He did this back doing what match it was? At WrestleMania when he faced the big dog Roman Reigns, the tribal chief. He faced him. And then we thought he was going after that. He laid his hat and stuff in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Countless times the Undertaker made you think he was dipping off. And we thought he was leaving. But there's one thing, you know, out of all of this that I grasped. Undertaker was chasing the dragon. He knew that the Roman, like in his mind, the Roman Reigns match didn't go right at WrestleMania. He wanted to end on his terms. He wanted to end his like legacy off on in his own way. You know what I'm saying? Basically, he was chasing the dragon. Like one match go well, like if that match didn't go well, then hey man, I need to do another one. I need to do another one. I need this to be the match that I can say I'm done and I can leave it all behind and I'll be done with that. So that's why I feel like he kept coming back, because he was chasing the dragon. He was chasing that one match. It's like a drug. You're chasing that one match that you can say, hey, I'm done with. So that's why I feel like he kept coming out of retirement. You know what I'm saying? But he 55. As y'all can see in the Last Ride documentary, his body is not the same as it used to be. So I feel like he needed to stop. You know what I'm saying? Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. It's time to go. If you're about to be doing all of that, Vince McMahon, no more. I'm sorry. I've been wrestling since the 1990s. It's time for me to stop. Then I went into the Elimination Chamber, 2nd degree burns. I cannot do it. But that being said, you know, Undertaker, you know, you was feeling it as a fan when you was watching his entrance. Even though his entrance was long as hell, it took him about 2 years to get to the ring, bro. I'll be about 22 by the time he gets to the ring, and I'm 20. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, like, his entrance was long, but that's a part of him that, you know, always been. So that being said, I just want to say, all the superstars was coming out to the ring. All the superstars, the legends that he faced in the past. We was missing like two. We was missing Edge and we was missing Randy Orton. I feel like Randy Orton should have been there, but it didn't even matter anyway because all the legends that came out. You had like people like Kane, Triple H, Jeff Hardy, Shawn Michaels. People that played a part in Undertaker's legendary career, like Mick Foley, Mankind, you know what I'm saying? But the part that got me and was like, what the fuck? They disappeared. I think they rushed it. I thought they should have handled it better and, you know, gave a better thing, you know? They should have handled it better. Gave Undertaker a goodbye in the right way. You know, I wanted him to speak to all the wrestlers in the ring or whatever. And then you can get to the last part. Yeah, you can get to the last part where he did the tribute to Paul Bearer. You know what I'm saying? With the little urn and stuff. Like, you could have did that, you know, after the fact. But I feel like he should have spoke to all of them. Like, that was weird to me. All of them disappeared. So they came out for no reason, basically. Like, I ain't get that part. And I thought that part was sloppy. And I ain't like that part. But despite all of that, you know, I got respect for the man. I watched this man. But it was kind of a little crazy, you know, because he did this all the time. Like, you didn't know what you was going to get. And then Fox, WWE Instagram page was hinting at The Fiend coming back. So I was like, y'all better not do this, bro. And promote something and we think this man leaving for real. And then your marketing skills are so high. That marketing skills for this was so high that if this turned into a Fiend versus Undertaker situation, I would have been like, what the fuck? But That being said, it was like the part, the Undertaker junk, I had mixed feelings because I'm like, are you really going? You didn't know what to expect because he did this so many times. But if this is really it, no more coming back after this. Goodbye. See you later. The Undertaker has to rest in peace. Like you said. So that being said, no more Undertaker, okay? And that being said, y'all, I'm out of here. Like, comment, subscribe to this video. And the last thing I gotta say, shout out to the Undertaker for, you know, as a kid, I just want to say shout out to him for giving us, like, a legendary time, you know what I'm saying? Watching wrestling, you know, Undertaker was one of those scary characters that you really loved. And anytime he came out, you know, you was excited for it. It don't matter if he came out with a choke slam or whatever. He was one of those characters. And I feel like the reason why he was so legendary and kept his name alive was he kept wrestling. But the part about that is that he kept his character sacred for all these years into now. But if you haven't yet, go watch The Broken Skull with Stone Cold Steve Austin, because that was really lit. And you can get some insights on The Undertaker. And that being said, if you haven't watched Snoop Dogg live stream with The Undertaker, you should go check that out too. It's on YouTube somewhere. You can just type it in. Also, if you not have watched it yet, go watch the final farewell of The Undertaker on Survivor Series, you know what I'm saying? It's on WWE Network. And last but not least, what I was about to say. I was about to say something else. If you missed The Undertaker, because he's not coming back no more, you should just go on WWE Network and watch all his old matches. But one more thing, I figured out what I was about to say. And most importantly, if you want to see some insights of The Undertaker when he was backstage or doing whatever behind the scenes, because you never saw that before, exclusive content from The Undertaker, you should go check out his Last Ride, all right? His Last Ride documentary, only on the WWE Network. I'm not even sponsored by WWE, but I'm promoting your shit. That's crazy. That's how much I love wrestling. That being said, I'm out of here. Until next time, see you guys later. And goodbye. Farewell to one of the greats, The Undertaker. Like, comment, subscribe. See y'all later.